I'm sitting here in my living room, and I really need to let people know what's going on in the world right now. So I've taken the time to write down what has happened here just recently. In this video, I want to inform people of a scam that eBay, along with PayPal, is running on people right now. I want you to be aware of how they're bilking people out of large sums of money. And whether our government is doing anything about it or not, I don't know. But I don't think that they are doing it with small amounts of money, like less than $50 or $75, because it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't satisfy people's greed, and then they would have to do too much of it. But I remember a few years back, I bought some stuff from less than $10 from China. Over 2 months later, I had never got the items that I ordered, and I filed a claim with eBay about it. They said I got it, and they had proof that it was delivered. And I said, well, the only thing that I got from China here recently, and it was just a few days ago, was a little envelope with a coin in it and a string tied around it. And it said it was some sort of a good luck thing. Well, when eBay heard that, they refunded my money, because they must have already knew about that scam, and they learned it. And they're now using it themselves. So what they're doing at eBay is using that same scam, but on a larger scale. And I want to show you in this video how they're doing it. Positive proof. So you can be aware and contact the authorities over it. Now, if you live in a small town like I do here, it may be difficult, because like yesterday, me and my wife went down to the police station here in Sistersville, West Virginia, to report this crime. And it looked like a day nursery, and sounded like children, and we seen children running around all over the place. And we was approached by 2 women. And they had all their children running around there with them and screaming and hollering and such. And like I said, it sounded like a nursery. And they told us there wouldn't be any police there this week, so I wouldn't be able to file it, so I'd have to come back next week. Now, isn't that? Try doing that in some of these major cities, and boy, I bet the criminals would love that. But anyway, after seeing all this mess going on in these states like North Carolina, you know, we have been praying for them people, and our heart goes out to them, how they have just absolutely, you know, suffered this, what they've suffered. Now, the Bible tells us that sometimes during our suffering and pain that we can get closer to God. But sometimes it's not about us getting closer to God. It may be about something else. But anyway, after seeing all that mess, I got a little electric four-wheeler that I bought from Lowe's a while back, and I use it to power our house. But it only lasts about maybe 10 hours, and then I got to run this little generator I have. So I thought, well, I'll get me a bigger generator, so if the power does go out for several days, then I'll have a bigger generator that can power our home. But I'm thinking about all those people in North Carolina and the whole process, and that's what got me to wanting to get a generator after seeing what they're going through. And I live up here in West Virginia. This is Appalachia too, you know. And they got $750 from FEMA. Well, if some of them people use that $750 to buy a generator, the one that I got was, with tax and everything, it come to $571.18. Well, they gave us a delivery date of sometime between October the 5th and the 10th. And our order would ship to our home address. Now, I've been on PayPal and eBay since 2012. And our address has stayed the same for the last 25 years. We have not moved. And the only address that they have for us is our home address. Well, on October the 4th of 2024 at 9:30 a.m. I got to thinking about it. We hadn't got a tracking number or nothing yet, so I sent the guy an email at the seller from whom I bought it from off of eBay, and I asked him, where's my tracking number? Because it was supposed to be here beginning the next day or so. Well, now I got copies of all this stuff on my email online, and I made copies of the emails and every website that I have visited and gone to, and you're going to see why here in a minute, because I waited all that time after I got a hold of that guy on the 4th, and I never heard anything. Well, on October the 7th, at 10:08 p.m., I go in there to check the email before we got ready to go to bed, and on the top of the list, October the 7th, 2024, the top of the list, it starts out as order date, and it was a Westinghouse 13,000 watt portable tri-fuel generator with remote start. And here's the thing in my box, it says, "Hi, your order is shipping," and it gives the tracking number. Then it says tracking it usually becomes available within a few hours of the shipment. Now, as I said, this is the first time I heard from them since I placed the order back on the 2nd. So I looked up the tracking number, and the tracking number said it had already been delivered. So all we seen in our area that day was 2 FedEx trucks, and never did see a UPS truck. Now, we got cameras all over our house, and and we can see the street on several views, and there was nothing, like I said then. And I got cameras almost in every room of our house wherever we're at, so we can just look up at them at any time. And so nobody came to our home then. Well, as I got to looking, I noticed on the bottom it said it had a proof of delivery, and I put in your zip code, and it shows a picture. Well, I looked at that picture, and we don't have nothing in our house that looks like that. And so I got a hold of the seller, and I tried to get a hold of him rather, and I got no response as usual. And we never at any time told him to ship the thing that's somewhere other than our home. We couldn't even get in touch with him, so how could we tell him? And eBay only had our home address to ship it to. And so the next day we got a hold of UPS. And I said, we didn't get this item, and they told us we need to file a case. So we filed a case, and we gave them the tracking number and all that. And we waited, and then, well, after we got the tracking number and all that, I filed a case with eBay as well, because we hadn't got the item. I couldn't get a hold of the guy, and what is going on? Well, the next day after we filed that case, my wife says, well, maybe we should call PayPal and let them know as well. Because those are the ones we use to pay for it. So I filed a claim with UPS, and they were the first ones to come back. And when they came back, they said the package was delivered. Now, it was sent from Tampa, Florida, and not California, where it says this guy's web page was from. Now, I'm a pastor here at a small church here in Pine Grove, West Virginia. And the Bible says in Psalms 105 and verse 15, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. And verse 16 says, moreover, he called a famine upon the land, and he broke the whole staff of bread. Now, in the Bible, the word prophets is also translated many times as preachers as well. And just look at what's going on in Tampa right now, and who may well be the reason for it all. And yeah, I guess you could blame me, huh? But think about it. My wife called UPS that next day there, and she spoke to a man who said his name was Alex. And he said, and we told him we didn't have the package at our home, and that the proof of delivery picture is not at our home. And Alex at UPS said, no, it was delivered to another address. So she says, give me the address. And he said, well, they got this confidential thing that they couldn't. Now, they can't give me the address, and I'm the one who bought it? And who gave them another address to send it to? Who changed it? The seller, or eBay, or PayPal, or who? Or is this because we got to looking on the UPS thing, we're tracking, and we find out the package weighs 12 pounds. And it was overnighted from Tampa, Florida. Now, when do they start overnighting a 240-pound generator? And not only that, why does the package only weigh 12 pounds if it was a generator to begin with? And anyway, I got to looking, and I found out that UPS says they only going to ship 150 pounds. And they sure not going to overnight something that weighs 240 pounds. So the case I filed on eBay, because I never got what I ordered, I filed on October that I ordered on October the 2nd, and they said it had been delivered. eBay tells me now it's been delivered as well. So then I'm sitting in my home here on Wednesday, October the 9th at 3:51 p.m. I get this email from PayPal, and it says, hello, your account features are paused. It looks like someone was trying to use your PayPal account without your permission. To keep your account and money safe, the following features are temporarily paused. Send money or pay using PayPal, withdraw money or receive money, and a few other features. Here's what you need to do to log into your PayPal account. Go to the notification that says restore your account features and follow the instructions. Upload a photo ID, change your password, and after we've received all the requested information, we'll review it and get back to you within 1 business days. Thank you for using PayPal. What did that have to do with my wife calling them and inquiring had they paid the balance of almost $600 yet, which they said they had. But in the meantime, they must have contacted eBay and told them what was going on. And then less than a minute later, at 3:52 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 9th of 2024, I get this email from PayPal. It says about the case you submitted. We received your unauthorized activity case submission. Thank you for alerting us to this possible unauthorized activity. We'll review your case and get back to you within 45 days or less. Here are the details of the 1 or more transactions you didn't recognize or had issues with. Tracking number they gave us, our transaction number is on here, and the amount of $571.18. And then they say recipient email, and they give who was the I don't know, but it says if we confirm the transaction was authorized, we'll refund you the full amount. We'll also reverse any unauthorized activity on your or assist you in restoring your account. If you want to change your case reason, you can do so in the Resolution Center. You can also check the status of your case there. A little further down that page, it says, your auto pay was canceled. You successfully canceled the following auto pay. You will no longer be billed for this specific auto pay. Note, canceling this auto pay with PayPal may not relieve you of the obligation to complete your contract with the merchant. And this agreement that he states is eBay, what is that even about? They don't want to give me my money back. They want to cancel my account and all that over what? Well, I'm sitting there at a maze and not wondering what to do, and an email pops up again. At 3:55 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 9th, 2024, we get another email from PayPal that says they closed the case because they said we got the item which we didn't get. But they say they're insisting that we got it. There's been a change to your eBay auto pay service at paypal.com. Then right after that, 5 or 6 minutes, at 4:01 p.m. on Wednesday, October 9th, 2024, we get another email. This time it's from eBay saying they closed the case we had going on over this. The request had been closed because we were notified that you filed a payment dispute with your payment institution. And you can review this request on eBay. It has been closed because we were notified that you filed a payment dispute. And you can look at this request on eBay. My wife had called PayPal, as I said, to let them know what was going on and could they stop the payment. And that's basically all I figured she did. Now, eBay said we had to take it up with the seller. So I went to get in touch with the seller on eBay, had to contact the seller, and his page there says, contact Hector Varga -373, and it says, oops, something went wrong. Please try again later. So I thought, well, I'll just go leave some negative feedback. And so I went to share feedback page. And this came up. Unfortunately, this user is now inactive and no longer eligible to receive any feedback. Review other transactions instead. So I went back to eBay and tried to appeal the case. And when I tried to appeal the case, it says this case can't be appealed, and under it, it says this case is closed and can't be appealed. Yet all along, I had read before that eBay had a 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you didn't get what you ordered or you didn't like what you ordered, you could get your money back. And now look at what they're doing. This doesn't make a bit of sense into what they're saying and what they're doing. This is clearly a case of fraud. And it seems to me they're nothing but thieves at eBay. And they must be working for eBay along with PayPal and this seller all together. They must be one big, whatever, gang working there. And they have blocked any way for me to try to get my money back. And what it says on my eBay page right now, item not received, case closed. And the order date, October 2nd, 2024. Order total, $571.18. Now, when I looked on here, this seller said he had 3 of those items for sale, and I got the last one. And when eBay seen I was trying to get my money back, they did this to me and maybe to the other 2 as well. eBay is doing what they're doing, and I believe they're doing it with a fraudulent intent and with malice. And not only that, this is interstate mail fraud. This is federal. And they have done this all by themselves. And I believe it's the people that work at eBay that's doing it. How else does someone change your address of where you asked for something to be shipped to? And according to that UPS man, it's not far from here, where we live at in Sistersville. So me and my wife got in our electric 4-wheeler and we rode all over this town looking for that picture that they said where it was delivered, and we couldn't find it as of yet. But we're going to look some more. And I don't know what it would be if we did find it. What are they going to say? Yeah, we got this package and it had a couple of bricks in it. I don't know what they're going to sell us if we do find it. I asked the police girl up there, had anybody turned in and said they got a package that they didn't order, and she said nobody did anything like that. And she just looked at me and kind of laughed. But really, it's not possible. How can these thieves, and how does UPS get by and not tell someone where they send a package that was supposed to go to their home. I mean, they send me the tracking number and they send a package somewhere else, and then UPS won't even tell me where this somewhere else is. That's that's crazy, ain't it? And what they gonna do? I mean, this seller's website said California, and yet this so-called package comes from Tampa, Florida, overnight. And how are they gonna put a 240-pound generator on an airplane like that? Then after everything else, all this stuff is going on this same day at 6:43 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 9th, 2024, I get this email. How can all this seem to happen just boom, 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 just like that? After all this at 6:43, hello, from eBay, we just wanted to let you know that an item you ordered is no longer on eBay because of an issue with the seller's account. So now their con scam is done, and they think there is nothing I can do. So now they want to gloat, I guess, at how they beat me out of my money. Now it's possible, they go on to say, your order shipped before this listing was removed. Now, you know, they know better because they've already told me they canceled the case. So they say, so it may still arrive. But if you do have any problems, you're covered by eBay's money-back guarantee and a request, and you can request a refund. Really? Well, to tell you the truth, that's the only reason I would have ever bought anything from them to begin with, because I've always considered them as liars and thieves, because everything they seem to do over all these 12 years I've been on there just doesn't seem right. It always seems like they're operating some kind of shady organization. You can't get there, you can't talk to nobody, you can't do nothing, and you try to do anything, you can't get nothing done. Well, they give the order number, and then they give the item details. They say it's a Westinghouse tri-fuel generator. And then they say, thank you for understanding as we work to keep our marketplace safe. They need to keep it safe from themselves. If you have any questions or concerns, just get in touch. We're here to help. We appreciate your being part of the eBay community. Thanks, eBay. So I guess I'm the dummy that I'll try again. And this is what it says now. So after they sent me that, I went back on eBay, and I went in there where it gave me a place to click on and say, and it says, you can't file this request because you already filed a dispute for this order with your payment institution. Well, I can tell you right now, when this is all done and settled, we will be done with them as well. And if you people want to continue to deal with thieves and liars after everything that I've served you on here, you better watch out, because it's only a matter of time before they're going to get you as well, because they are thieves and liars. I want to add this here, like I said before I get done. I've been on eBay since 2012, and I got 100% feedback on there. It says 100%. I have never bought nor sold anything that people had a problem with. That's 12 years I've been with them people, and this is the way they're going to do me after 12 years. Now, I got copies of all this stuff, even my picture of my webpage where it says I have 100%, because I have never really trusted these liars. And if you want to continue to do business with eBay, you better watch yourself, and you better be able to listen to their lies, their excuses, and everything else that they're doing, because they are nothing but liars. And I have to bring this out. People, you need to realize what's going on. Just like all you people out there that's not going to church and you don't have anything to do with God, and it's soon coming time that the beast is going to take power, and you're going to take his mark, and you're going to end up in a lake of fire for eternity because you chose the beast over God. And this is what you're going to do here. You're going to continue to mess with this. This is nothing but beastie stuff that's going on here at eBay. And if you continue to deal with eBay, you're dealing with the beast as well, I think. So wake up, folks, and get your head together and get your stuff out of there and get away from them. Thank you.